Everything light, man. Light, man. The pick is also part of the tzedakah?
I want to use it up.
Isaac.
Okay.
How's the pick?
Also for the sheep. Big shakers. We gotta have precautions for the sheep. The sheep has to have precautions. No? 72, they have precautions. So all kinds of shakers. It's good.
Where do I get one of these?
Amazon.
Nice.
The truth is, they have them in the glasses store.
Ah.
Mishka fashion. I used to, yeah, I think we go. He has a couple different colors. And
And they make you wear masks. They make you wear masks when you're Canada. Oh, you know what I have? I have a cloth mask. That's not a real mask. It just looks like a mask.
They know.
No, they don't. I used it. They don't know. It looks black.
no, they don't care. Any mask that you wear is.
Any mask
I
is
saw
cloth.
someone wearing a mask, which was just like it had holes in it.
Yeah, with shiny ones.
Yeah.
The diamond, like, looks like a diamond. But it's just like okay. Mitzvah Kuf Chaf Gimel 123. להקריב קורבן עולה ויורד על חטאים מיוחדים. There are averot that their korban is the same. Person that does the shogeg does any avera, so he brings a female goat as a korban. A shepsala, not a sheep, a goat. It's only a korban. A tzigale. Oh, a tzigale. It's female. That's all. That's chatas. All good. This korban is this korban olev yored. The korban will depend on the richness or poverty of the person. What are these? A person that's tameh ba'avat tuma. Thank you so much. Sir. A person that's tameh, and he enters the Beis Hamikdash. The Beis Hamikdash is a no tuma zone. In today's consciousness, tuma v'tahara is not such a part of our consciousness, of our day to day. Right? Label, are you tameh? Are you tahar?
No.
You don't know, like, I was asking you thought about it.
Can't be tired, right?
Okay, so today, that's what we're saying. We're not even aware of what's needed of the processes. It's not a part of our consciousness. Because we don't eat karbanas and we don't go into the Beis Hamikdash. And a man, right, even the man that goes to mikvah is a certain tumah, but it's not tumas mes. Time of the Beis Hamikdash, everything was about tumah v'tahara. People were going up the Beis Hamikdash, bringing korbanas, kohanim. Imagine they had to have mikvahs, gigantic mikvahs, to dip inside beds and tables. Because if a person that's a zav or a matzah, all these yanim of tumah and tahara, so mamash the the knowledge of what they had in tumas and taharas is tremendous. We don't have this so much today. Without Hashem, we have to start learning this. And Chafetz Chaim, Chafetz Chaim, who was very spoke a lot about the coming of Mashiach and the Gula. He spoke a lot about learning, especially for Kohanim, because he was a Kohen, about learning the inyanim of Tumah v'Tahara, learning the inyanim of Karbanis. What label of the Beis Hamikdash is going to be rebuilt? You're going to need some educated Kohanim, some Leviim, people that know what's going on. What's going on, Isaac? Does anybody know what's going on?
I know what's going
Baruch atah Adonai melech haolam she'akol nihya bidvaro. Person that's tame and eats a carbon is chayav to bring a carbon on that. Shvu'at bitui. For example, a person that swears and not real. It's about a sheker. Adavar la'asot o shelo la'asot. There's many inyanim. There's Masechta Shavuos. All these inyanim of Shavuos. Also, we have to know that a person has to be very cautious, never to swear, never to say I swear, never to swear on things. Shabbat. There's a midrashim and gemaras that speak about the strength of what a shvuah is. The whole world shakes when a person is nishba, and people that just use these words freely and loosely, it causes tremendous destruction in the world. It causes tremendous distrust in the world. Trust and truth are elements that the whole world needs, must have to survive. If people chas v'shalom don't follow mitzvot, don't do this, okay. But if people are not truthful, even the foundation, the society can't survive.
on. Wow, Amos is before
Moses?
Right.
This is one of the pshatim that it says that Tashlech emet arza. That it says that when Hashem created the world, so in the Midrashim, the Gemara, it says that there were different voices, whether to create the world or not to create the world. So Emes said, "Don't create the world because it's all sheker. It's a salam sheker." So as it says, "Hashem v'tashlech emet arza." Hashem is, the pshat means that Hashem threw the claim of emet to the ground. But I saw a pshat, maybe the Kotzker says this, I think. That what does it mean v'tashlech emet arza? Is that Hashem took midah emet and He threw it into the aretz, into the outziut, into the physicality. That it means that Hashem associated that the world has to have emet. Even just to have gashmias, the world. If everyone's crooks, if everyone's liars, could you have a business? Could you have a trust? Could you have something? No, you can't have anything. So Hashem made it that it's a must. Hashem took the midah emet and He made it that even if you're just involved in the world, you're gonna have to eventually get the midah of emes. The Lu'alam is not soivel the sheker. Person that's nishbal sheker, chas v'shalom. Or Shavuat Ha'edut, the person that swears to his friend, if he knows to him or does not know to him, testimony. So if he lies about these inyanim. So besides for doing tshuva, he has to bring this korban, ole ve'yored, which means it depends based on the ability of a person. Does he have the big ability? Right? Isaac, then he gets a big chata shmainu, a groise key, a feta key. If he's a mediocre, he gets up as a shapsala or a tzigala. He doesn't have anything. He gets up as a pigeonla. How do you say a pigeon?
Feigele.
A feigala. Oh yeah? Feigala, okay.
Feigele.
Feigala is a bird.
Feigele.
It's not a, how do you say a bird?
What's a pigeon?
A pigeon they're all over the place, the pigeon. What's a pigeon? 2 minutes of the one.
October.
Togele?
Tob.
Tob.
The last name Tau. The last name Tob. It's a Tob. Is it?
Taubele.
No.
Thank you.
There's pigeons all over the place.
That's October.
Tobeles.
Ayoinu.
Yoina, right?
Ayoinu. Good. Ayoinu. No. Oh, shit.
It's interesting that Hashem made different averis. Normally there's chatas. What's this thing of korban ole veyored? It's interesting. Like a korban ole veyored has scales. Like what is it like taxes? If you have a lot of money, give us a lot of taxes. Give a big korban. If you have a little goods. Normally a chet is a sin is a sin. You understand? Okay, it's a shoy. Like you bring a tzigale.
Yeah, but if you're not any another, you can bring it. It's like nothing.
So it means there's some Hashem saw that there's some sins that are different, maybe because of their frequency. It seems that they're very frequent. That time, because of the Tumah and Tahara, it's not like a regular sin. It's not a sin that it's like like breaking Shabbos or something. I guess there was mamish. I guess we mamish don't understand these inyanim. It says that the edut testimony is because it's so frequent. So people don't think they're mamish lying by like holding back testimony. It's like there's a lot of crimes that are like gray, I guess. Interesting. But the kapara on these chataim is different, and we're gonna know we understand this that we can't really understand any of the mitzvot of Hashem and why the korbanot have to be exactly like this and why the korbanot have to be exactly like this. We just understand that there's different mitzvot that affect different areas and different averot that affect different areas, and the kapara for them is korban uleve'oret. The same way a person that's chayav misa, if he's chayav skila and he dies of sreifa, he doesn't get his tikkun. It's a chesed of Hashem to give everyone exactly the kapara that they need. You see that Hashem makes many types of kapara over here. Also, the korban uleve'oret to make it fit your ability. You see that this whole world is to maximize the success of man. Hashem made it, and all these little subtleties that we don't understand the mitzvahs, why they make a difference. They're all for the hatzlacha of Am Yisrael, the goodness of Am Yisrael. Everything Hashem made in the world is for the good and success of Am Yisrael. Sometimes it's amazing. You go out into the forest, look how many types of leaves there are in the trees. Huh? Hundreds, thousands. How many types of bugs there are? Everything is necessary for the success of. It's all part of the unity. It's all part of the success of Am Yisrael. Mitzvah 124. Shelo le'avdil b'chatat ha'of. Chatat ha'of is a chatas that's brought with a bird. There's two types of birds that are brought in the Beis Hamikdash. A dove. It's a tor v'bnei yonah. We actually have both of them flying around here. Look, that's a yonah. That one right there. Oh, these two. You see? That's a yonah. Those two. And there's a tor. Tor looks like that, but they're brown. They're little, same thing. Like pigeons, but they're brown. You'll see them always in pairs. If you see one alone, that means their pair died. They only mate one time in their life. If they have a mate, they never mate any time with anyone again. That's why Am Yisrael is compared also to Tor and a Yonah. It's a show, I guess. I mean, but it's a natural. So they're very, very, very loyal. The Torim and Yonah. Yeah, they're also they don't steal because they run into the fields a lot. Okay, so now when you bring a chata sa'oif, when you bring a oichazov label, you know how to do malika? How do you shech the bird, Marshala? How do you shech the chicken? From the neck with a knife, not with a nail. No, shechting a chicken with a
No, the bird.
momentito. Shechting a chicken with a knife. Molicho mevi, right? When the korban was brought in the Beis Hamikdash, they used to do malika. Malika is not from the front; it's from the back, and it's with the Used to grow out the nail a little bit, pointed, and the neck is like nothing. It's like the pigeon's neck. It's just takes off. But to lavdil, not to separate the head from the body. שנועץ הכהן ציפורנם מולו פודנו עצם הנקרא עצם המפרקת וחותך העצם בציפורנם שמגיע לסימנים, גם הסימנים בציפורנם, but he also cuts through and cuts the simanim. That means you have to cut the windpipe. There's pipes. So by a bird, most of one pipe is enough, but we cut everything there. By an animal, we cut also the two pipes, and we also cut the other main arteries of the blood to drain out the blood immediately, not right away. It's like a smooth, the fastest way. It was tiring. Where are they? Oh, interesting. He brings different reasons why this is the only carbon that we do malika. This is the carbon ani, and they're very interesting. There's another remnants here. Shenimshelu Israel ben Am Israel is compared to these two birds. Right, we see that every nation is compared to different animals. We learn Sefer Daniel. Why should they ever learn Daniel? What'd you get to? What part? Daniel's Kedat. Very, very chashuv to learn Daniel. Very, very important to learn Daniel. For Mashiach, Sefer Daniel is very, very important. Learn Sefer Daniel. Sefer HaZohar, which is the whole Sefer of the Geulah, which behind Zohar, when the Zohar Geluta, comes from the pasuk in Sefer Daniel, Perek Yud-Bet, המשכילים יזהירו כזוהר רקיע, ומצדיקי הרבים ככוכבים לעולם ועד. So that means Rabbi Shimon wrote the whole Zohar, said the word Zohar, where does it come from? It's a word in Daniel, and it's speaking about the time of before Mashiach, of the unbelievable confusion and darkness that's going to be in the world. But the maskilim, they're going to be yashiru kazal rakia, they're going to shine like the sun. The people that are Isaac and Torah mitzvahs, that are Isaac with the klal, the whole, and that's where the whole Zohar is, from that pasuk. But the whole Daniel, Hashem showed Daniel at the end. Daniel lived at the end of the galus of the first Beis Hamikdash, right before the story of Purim. Right? Unbelievable kings, Nebuchadnezzar, a mighty king. You have to learn about Nebuchadnezzar. The guy was nuts. No, really, like, get the Daniel. You really get to appreciate who Daniel was, how to daven, how to speak to royalty, how to speak to a person that ran the real Nebuchadnezzar. Hashem turned him into an animal for 7 years. He ate grass in the field till he looked up to Shemayim and he realized that Hashem is the king of the world and he gives the power to whoever he wants. So Am Yisrael is compared to Yonim. Look at us. We're like, what's a Yonah? Look, well, how do they fight? You know how they fight? With their wings. They're not a predator. They have no beak, no hands, no nothing. What's a Yonah? Nothing. Mush with nothing. They just fight with their hands. With Am Yisrael, we move with our mitzvot. That's the only thing. We're like the Yonah. The other nations are like the bear, like a tiger, like a bear, like a lion, strong, mighty, powerful, take over empires. Am Yisrael is kipsa. Also in the animals, we're compared to the kipsa, to the kebes, to the sheep, amongst the 70 wolves. That's one comparison. But in specific, every animal represents a different. Every nation that represents an animal. That's why there's 70 parak shira and the 70 nations. Well, this parak shira is the songs of all the malachim. 70 malachim instead of the 70 sar. Kitzer, this whole mitzvah is about sensitivity to the poor person who's bringing this carbon. Imagine a poor person comes to the Beis Hamikdash. That schlepper. Nebuch, there was poor people in every generation. I think in the time, in those days, everything was dandy and nice. There was rich, there was poor, there was ups, there was downs. Balagan, like everything, like every generation. Comes to the Beis Hamikdash on the way, he sees this guy coming with this animal, with this bikurim, this guy with this present, with this gift, with this moichin the godless, this guy with this shefa, with this. His mamish has nothing. Nebuch, he did an avera, and he's bringing with him a little bird. I think that the sensitivity here is that Hashem gave him an extra mitzvah d'oraisa that he has in a carbon. The kohen is going to do melika. He's not going to separate the head from the body. You're right. There's depth. What does it mean to separate the head from the body? You can understand. Because that's what a sin is. A sin is separating the head from the body. Don't separate the head from the body. Uplift your body with your head. Yachzor le'Torah Rishon at one point. Yeah.
Okay, so is he going to be kosher for carbon? Because we're going to get
No.
the wild boar.
No.
We're going to get rid of all the wild boars and bring back the lions.
Bring back the lion.
Yeah.
Like the movement. Bring back the lion. If you bring back the lions, they'll eat the boars.
I want to get killed by a lion.
No.
Okay, no.
I thought you should have.
I'm just excited.
Yeshaya, it says that when Mashiach comes, the Navi says that the lion and the cow will eat grass from the same bowl.
So it's good. So it's the nice people.
No.
Hell yeah.
It means the cruelty and the jealousy and the greed and these qualities are the negative qualities that these animals represent. That's the vicious qualities that they represent will be removed from the world because Hashem will remove all this. It's stupidity.
Legit la la land.
Yeah. No jealousy, no doctors, no lawyers, no real estate, no investment, no bank, none of this dreck.
Buffalo.
You're gonna know that you are creation. You're gonna know there's a creator. You're gonna know what Am Yisrael is. You're gonna know your mission. You're gonna do it, and you're gonna chill with Gevalt Shefa that Hashem is gonna give the whole creation. You're gonna have Liv Yosam, the Shorabah, and then there's everything that Hashem is waiting to give us. It's liberation. So he's just waiting for us to get it together. And stop with the A minor. Mitzvah 125. Yeah, it takes a couple of years. We'll get it together. Don't worry.
Well, he knows
Oh, interesting. How do you do the Malika? Actually, we'll do Malika. You guys want to practice Malika? Get me a pigeon. The whole bird. There's a whole bird neighborhood down there. They're flying in and out all day.
Can we do like the heading away and steering
Yeah, Shidduch again.
we do that?
Of course.
Actually, I want to know what are we going to miss tonight? Specifically.
Too much. It's like that. The best part of the party is always when you're there.
Of course, the FOMO. I'm big in FOMO. It's my disease. I don't have ADHD. I just have FOMO. It's my time. I don't have ADD, all this kind of like,
Just FOMO.
Just FOMO. Just foam. I have a piece of foam.
Okay.
But that's good with FOMO because you could always have FOMO. What's good about FOMO is you could always have FOMO because you're never always everywhere.
No homo, I have foam. It rhymes, it doesn't make sense.
Dinah mitzvah. How does the kohen hold the chatasai? So the two legs between two fingers and two wings between two fingers. You hear this? This is for you, Chaim Leib.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to practice how to do malika? You take the bird, 2 feet between the two fingers, 2 wings between the two fingers, neck down, malika.
But you don't use a knife?
No, just the finger. So I've got to put her feet, both the feet between my 2 fingers, or between these 2 fingers.
Well, can I eat a pigeon if I just
No. So I said no. If you want to eat a pigeon today, no. If you want to eat one of these pigeons, you have to do shchitan, not malika.
Right. So Moses was a chatas.
In the Beis Hamikdash, the korban was brought with malika.
Did they eat it?
No, chatos. No.
Chatas.
Chatos.
You can't do a shlom on
Malika, no. No, Shalom can't be a bird.
The whole Rachi.
Shlom is a nice korban because it's shalom. Everyone gets. The mizbeach gets a nice piece. The kohanim get a piece, and the balaam get a piece. Everyone enjoys it. Chatos only the kohen eats.
The poor people don't.
Chatos the kohen
Poor people
eats.
don't. Poor people, they don't get to enjoy the shlom.
Why not?
Because they don't have money for shlom. Because they just have money for a freaking pigeon.
So the poor people could enjoy korban taida. When you bring korban taida, we said this already before. Korban taida is brought with 40 loaves of bread. So you have 1 day and 1 night. 1 day and 1 night to eat a cow with 40 loaves of bread.
Yeah.
So you got to bring everyone in. Everyone get involved. And Hashem does it because Hashem wants you to tell everyone all the thank you Hashem, all the maifsim. And through us, knowing that Hashem is good and He does miracles to everyone, we expect it, we see it. The who?
Those cows, they will come to us.
I'm hoping.
Maybe
I'm ready.
we'll just take a special trainers. Shimmy's gonna drive. Shimmy drives.
Bring him back with you.
He's making too much money. Such an American accent.
For vacation, come to come. With all this money, come to vacation.
Money. But what's money if you don't know who you are?
I'll tell you what money is. Money is surviving by yourself.
Right.
This is money.
Right. You're right.
You get to survive.
You could live. You don't have to survive.
It's not easy to do it. Geld is alles, but geld is alles.
It's a bissel of a daf. You know? Daf leben.
He's good.
Nicht leben als I.
Lebt Naid. Naidisch Kind. Keine Schumme. Tit Mitzvahs. Zehu. I don't know. Lord Judge.
Hashem should open every one of our hearts. Shubashtim, ourselves included, that we should all remember our King and serve Him
We all do mitzvahs, bro.
with happiness and joy.
We all do mitzvahs, aren't we?
We all do mitzvah, that's true. The Gemara says even the emptiest year is full of mitzvot like a pomegranate.
See,
Open a pomegranate. This Gemara is flying out of you, Isaac, like you're a bookshelf. Okay. Interesting. Zu ma'avodot kashot shebamikdash. This is one of the more difficult avodas in the Beis Hamikdash, malika. Malika. You have to teach me that. I need someone to teach me music theory.
You do it. You make songs that's different. You just play your song.
I don't know what I do, but I need someone to teach me music theory.
There's in a major and a minor scale, there's 6 chords. You gotta know the 6 chords. That's Zehu. 6 chords. 3 majors and 3 minors. There every minor uses all minor major scales, and every major uses all minor major chords. Am I making any sense?
I'm sure in your mind you're making a lot of sense.
Get out of here.
I just need to understand this from like.
Do you play a little bit piano?
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Like a song?
No.
See, I played piano before.
You can teach me that. I can teach me the theory on piano, but it's good to understand.
Do you know 7 keys in every scale?
Da, 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 da.
Because the next is just the octave higher. Below. So 6 of them has chords. 1 doesn't. 6 of them. 3 of them uses major chords.
Which is the one without a chord?
In the D minor, which I play D minor on the piano. I don't play it. I don't like to play piano. It's the E.
Which is what number?
You can't use the E in a fancy way, but
What number is it? What, the middle one?
I start from this one. There's 2 and there's 3. This one, the white one, it's D. So it's C, D. C, D, E, F, G, A, B. It's not A, B, C, D, F, G.
C, D,
B, C, D,
E.
No. C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
Okay, from C to B, okay.
You see the B, you see
the
and you see the F.
Yeah.
But
B to C.
be there to see it. What do I say? So it's easy. You just have to know 3 chords. Then you use the capo.
Woohoo! Wait,
Use the capo.
I figured out a new chord for you.
Yeah, I didn't figure out which word there
I don't. I just transpose. I'm a cheater. If I have the drugs to use it if it's healthy, I'll use it. If drugs are healthy, I'll use drugs. Transposing, you know what?
Say that again.
Okay, so transposing is a drug. It's a shortcut,
Yeah.
right?
What?
It's a shortcut because you don't have to know all the scales. You can just know one scale and you transpose. You go, okay, now I'm on this scale. You know what I'm saying? It's different scales. Same song, different scales.
Okay.
So I transpose. Up, down. And I just know one scale on the keyboard. I know one way of playing guitar, and I figured it out with mathematics. Bullcrap. I'm not a mathematician, but I'm ختيكيشن there was Miss Haramish. Yeah, if I have to do it. But in my last job was math. I used the calculator.
You're good at math.
No, I go with the calculator. I'm like, I'm awesome with the calculator.
That's good at math.
That's good. I hated my job. I hated my job. Nice people. I hated my job. I felt miserable. And you hated other things. You get out of here.
Okay, mitzvah 125. Mitzvah 125. שלא ליתן שמן זית במנחת חוטא. So we learned in the Nafis that when you bring a mincha, you put on it olive oil. Abel the chayte, a sinner that brings a mincha al chet. Lo yasim aleh shemen. Why is this? משלושה מצווה, לפי שהשמן רמז למעלה וגדולה. Oil symbolizes greatness. שאם אתה מערבב בכל המשקין הוא צף על כולן. Oil, when you mix it with water, it floats. Any liquid that it mixes with, it floats. Why is this? This is like a natural testimony to the advantage of oil over all the liquids. It shows you that it even floats over them. And therefore, the Shemen HaMishkar, there's the special oils that they use for the kings, to anoint kings, and all the Yarim Chashuvim that have to do with Shemen. Therefore, a Minchas Choyte has to show shiflut, has to show worry that this type of a chet came to him. So Shemen, it's not befitting to put Shemen in the Minchas Choyte. He said also there could be mamish a person that can't afford even oil. So another reason is that Hashem made it that you could bring just mamash flour. Wow. Minchat, but that's so good. Okay, mitzvah 126. Shalatet levona. Levona. We said we had levona before. What we said levona was that we remember we spoke about levona.
Yeah.
Atzari v'atzipor anachelbena v'albona. Levona is frankincense. Frankincense. When they used to put levina was brought in different places in the Beis Hamikdash and the different menachos. But in the minchas chayte lo lasim shemen v'lo letet levona. V'chayav al hashemen b'fnei atzmo v'al levona b'fnei atzmo. So it's very interesting. I think this is also interesting that Hashem made with this ani. He's bringing his korban chatas ani, or he's going to bring a mincha. Imagine this guy is so poor that he can't even afford oil. Hashem made it like you can bring a mincha. That's it. Bring some flour. So Hashem made him 2 mitzvahs in it. If the mamash the chashivas that he has, give him another 2 mitzvahs daraisa, not to put Shem and Zayis, and not to put levina. So you can imagine you get mitzvahs for not you're poor, and you get mitzvahs for not buying things. Wow, like in that you're amazing. And you're mamash poor. It's amazing that Hashem is like mamash these mitzvahs. Only an ani can mekayim these mitzvahs. But Aisha can never mekayim this mitzvah. There's never going to be a minchas chayte. His mincha will be a shor. The what? The ani was given the opportunity to bring this mincha for his sin. Now, Hashem associated 2 mitzvahs with this mincha, not to put olive oil in it, and not to put levina. So he has 2 other mitzvahs that he's mekayim and bringing this mincha. But it's mitzvahs that he could do because he's poor. It's like, you get a mitzvah for what you're not doing, for what you're not putting in. It's like you see like the Rachmanas of Hashem to give the ani like a good feeling with what he's not doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like lahavdil. A friend of mine was telling me that farmers in America, so the government wants to control how much chves, how much corn is grown, how much potatoes grow, how much wheat, the market, the chves, all the calculations. So they pay farmers every year not to grow corn. A farmer that doesn't grow corn gets from the government like a grant. He was telling me all the grants that he's getting for not growing. Like, you're not growing corn, you get from one thing. If you're not growing this, you get from a different part of the government.
You need to be able to show that you have like capacity to grow that.
Yeah, you have a big piece of land. No, you have a big piece of. They see that you're manufacturing and producing a base. So they say, we don't want the price of corn to go down, or we have no interest to get. Whatever the government say, always have their cheshbonos.
Someone has to do it.
Someone has to do what? Have
The
cheshbonos?
government today is better than the government that when they used to kill people.
No.
Wow, it's interesting. You think we can go back and kill people?
Government today kills people also. It's just done differently.
Huh?
The government today kills people too. It's just done differently. It's not a joke.
Yeah. Israelis for sure.
Israelis, the whole world.
Israelis, they
מי שאין לו יראת שמיים אז הוא רוצח. Person that doesn't have Hashem in his heart is a murderer. Potential. And these guys, Hashem is far from them.
It means that if I'm not a murderer, that.
Person has to have Hashem in his heart, to have Hashem in his mind. Remember that Yeshanu Melech, and never to lose it, never to go nuts. No matter what's happening, I'm always in the unity. I'm never out of the Abdut Hashem. Everything's in control, always was, always will be. Nothing ever changed, nothing ever will change. Go nuts. You can go nuts. You're always in the unity, do whatever you want. You're in the zone, always.
How do you go nuts?
Simple show.
If you just go with nuts, is it going with nuts, on nuts, or just, I don't know.
You shouldn't find out.
No, I'm talking about the this left. The cashews. Potatoes.
Yeah? Okay. חבר'ה, חזק וברור.
Sorry, I thought, yeah.
שני לאווים. Later, what I'm saying? About giving the ani the good feeling. Yeah. His carbon, like giving him so many mitzvahs that he has. He feels chashav. This Aisha, everyone's walking around with their fancy schmancy karbanas and young and bikurim. It's not possible. The Beis Hamikdash is more shiras, gold, sugar. Beis Hamikdash is a very, very rich, sugar rich place.
I know, Jewish people own it. It's a Jewish thing, yes.
It's a Jewish thing.
It's a
It's a Jewish thing.
Jewish
It's
thing.
rich. It's rich. People are supposed to be rich.
Jewish people are supposed to be rich. That's true.
They're not supposed, they just are.
They are rich.
Can you take this thing off?
Okay.
I'm not gonna talk a lot about music theory. It's just I'll show you the 6 chords, okay? 6 chords. 6 majors and 6 minors, okay? What's so freaking funny, man? I'm serious.
No.
Yo, I'm gonna teach it. 3 majors, 3 minors. 1, 2, 3. 3 majors is 1, 2, 3. This is the F thing. Now,
CFG?
now sometimes in Yiddish music, you do the E minor, right? E is the A minor scale uses the E minor, right? But in Yiddish, sometimes you go. So let's say instead of going, you go, which you know this chord, yeah. But the scale, the minor scale, every minor is a major. So the F major scale is the same scale. You use the same buttons, the same keys on the piano as the D minor. The same with the A. The A uses the C major. So what it means is 6 chords. 1, 2, 3.
No.
I'm
Yeah,
missing a beat.
1,
I don't know how to miss a beat.
1, 2, 3.
Right.
Then 1. How do you use chords? You just listen. Yeah.
I don't know a beat.
How do you use chords, label? You know how to use chords. You listen. Which of
This is on video.
basically, yo, get out of here, man. I can't. The main.
I see, we need a beat.
Huh?
We need a